We've got competition. You need to make an example of whoever this is.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Let's get this money. You got no business with my son.
We made the game, Raquel.
Stay away from him. Kanan fucking with Ronnie on some business, and I need to know what it is. I thought I was done. Somehow this shit got a way of grabbing you back.
She ain't gonna bother you no more.
What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J, and we're locked in. We got the trailer for episode 8, and it's only right that we break it down because Raising Kanan is headed in the right direction, and we're starting to see everyone gain some traction. We know about Kanan linking up with Ronnie. We know that Unique, he's gone, so Raquel's trying to fill his position. When it comes to Stefano and the mob, it makes things shake. Now, she did get a connect with the Chinese restaurant, and now they have multiple restaurants around the city, but they got to start making it work. Now, before we jump into this and break down this trailer and give a prediction and theories of what the hell is going to happen next, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, live after show discussions, tune in tonight, 2 p.m. Eastern. Then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm on that road to 50,000 subscribers, so each and every one of you, I appreciate you. And if you don't see this video at 100 likes, hit that like button. Now let's go ahead and jump into this trailer and see what's next for Raising Kanan episode 8. We're starting to see Quan's story unfold a little more. Initially, when we seen him with Unique, they were just in the startup phase of trying to get the Chinese restaurants up and running, dope coming in, money coming in, the dope going out. Well, that never happened. Now Raquel is here. What do we hear him say? There's competition out there, and we also see that there's a little tag that says Southside. So it looks like Kanan and Ronnie are going to be labeling their bricks with Southside on it, so everyone knows Blue Magic, Southside. Everyone's going to know that specific brick is coming from the Southside. Now that Rock knows that there's competition in the street and whoever it is has Southside on their bricks, it's up to her and Marvin to find out who it is. Now, this is where they're going to have to actually hit the streets and start asking some questions. We know that Rock has been doing surveillance about the Chinese restaurants. Well, now it looks like she's going to be sending Marvin out there to start figuring things out, because Rock knows that Kanan is working with Ronnie. They just don't know what the work is, and that's what she was asking Jukebox about. So at this point, it looks like she's going to be telling Marvin, hey, I need you to go out, do a little bit of investigating, go over to Kanan's spot, ask some questions, just sit back and watch everything that's going on over there. And that makes sense, showing Marvin pulling the kid off of the motorbike. We know that the South Side is controlled by Kanan and Ronnie. We know that Kanan had the courier service, and everyone on motorbikes was dropping off bags, picking up money, dropping off money, picking up work, dropping off work. So Marvin must be over here doing his own investigating and finding out that, hey, this Southside package is actually coming from Kanan and Ronnie over on the South Side from the apartment complex, because you see he's knocking them down and he's checking that bag. So right now they're starting to piece things together, and this is what's going to put our girl Raquel in a position where she needs to go talk to some of the major players and really figure out what's going on. That's what's going to lead to the meeting, the sit down with Snaps and Pops and Kanan and Ronnie. Well, Snaps ain't backing down. He's an OG. Remember, he used to sling dope, then he got arrested. So Rock is coming over here trying to figure out not only what her son is doing, but who is the competition and what is the competition moving, because they have to be moving at a high enough rate that is actually on Quan's radar, to the fact that Quan is saying, hey, you need to go check this out, Raquel. But we hear Snaps, and Snaps tells Rock straight up, we got us a deal. Whatever you and your son got going on, that's between y'all. But as of right now, Kanan is working with us and Ronnie, and that's just the way it is. We know in the theme song, they tell us it's all a part of the game. So Rock is just going to have to take this one on the chin and realize that Snaps, the OG player, ain't backing down. But with Rock putting her foot back in the game, we know she does whatever it takes, any means necessary, as long as it means succeeding in the dope game. Ronnie is going to be putting Kanan in the right situations, meeting the right people, putting some muscle behind him. You see, Ronnie isn't doing much of the talking. He's letting Kanan run the organization. He's just pulling the strings behind the scene. So he's putting Kanan in that Ronnie is going to be putting Kanan in the right situations with the right people at the right time, while he just sits back behind the scenes pulling the strings. See, he's putting Kanan in that driver's seat. He'll be collecting the money, and he'll still be the liaison between Kanan and Snaps and Pops. This way, if anything goes down, it will go on to Kanan. Ronnie can easily back out of this whole situation, but he's still hands-on because we've seen him messing with Juliana. So at this point, Ronnie, man, when I tell you, he just inserted himself into a level of dope kingpin status. He's almost there. He's a couple of steps away from it, but he got Kanan, the young, hungry one, running the streets for him. Now, I'm not sure what's really going on with Jukebox and Bada and everything. We did see her hating in episode 7 on Kanan, but it looks like she's either getting jumped by somebody or she's just going off on some girls at the train station because, you know, she may be at that point where she's starting to lose it. The music group ain't working out, but Jukebox is standing on business. Even though she was hating on Kanan, it looks like she's going to be standing on business going forward, and we're going to start to see her story develop more and see if she's actually going to go into the military or how she became a police officer. Of course, we still see Lulu out here drunk. Now, I don't know what he's doing, but he's out here shooting, stumbling around, got some drink in his hand. He just killed Scrap's mom. So there's no telling what Lulu is actually getting into, but just know this: as long as he has a bottle in his hand, he's guaranteed to mess things up. Rock has noticed it. Marvin has told him it's ruining his life, but this is Lulu. Sometimes you're too far gone. Will he make it throughout the season? I hope so, but it's looking less likely for him compared to his siblings. It's to the point where he's stumbling over to Rock's house and Rock has to bring him in. But they're probably going to have that heart to heart again where he's saying, Rock, I can't do this. Or she's telling him, you got to man up, Lou. We're into this too deep now for you to be messing up like this. Walking around the streets drunk, shooting. He may have been shooting at a ghost. Remember, he seen Scrap in the window after he killed Scrap's mom. And the last thing we see in the trailer is Ronnie telling Kanan, you don't have to worry about her messing with you anymore. Now, is this his mom? Is it Jukebox? We're not sure yet. We're not sure, but I'm assuming that it's probably Rock, and this is after all these meetings have went down, or it's probably Jukebox where he told Juke, don't mess with Kanan anymore, and he sent the girls to jump Jukebox at the train station. That's just my theory. I'm not sure, but it sounds plausible. All right, there you go. What's next for episode 8 of Raising Kanan? Let me know what your predictions are. Who sent those girls after Juke? Was it Ronnie? And is Lulu going to continue to mess up, or we're going to start to see him shake back and make things happen going into the end of the season? Let me know what you think. I'm MoDaj. Once again, I'm on that road to 50,000 subscribers. So each and every one of you, I appreciate you. So if you don't see this at 100 likes, hit that like button. Tune in tonight for the On the Clock after show discussion, 2 p.m. Eastern, roughly 4 to 5 hours. But we're going to tell the story behind the story for each individual character. Thanks for watching. I'm MoDaj, and I'm out.